8 o'clock in the morning, and this is the before. Wild, chaotic, grass growing, dock growing, chaos growing, random buckets and rocks, chaos. Possibly good chaos, possibly just chaos. Weeds, tomatoes, beans, chaos. This is the before times. Remembering to take a before, because I never remember to take a before. We have a plan. Greenhouse, chaos, peppers, tomatoes, volunteer forage, things going to seed. It's fine. That's a disaster. It's fine. Yeah. Grapes. Just trying to get grapes. It's good. You know, chaos. Lots and lots of tomato flowers. So hopefully lots and lots of tomatoes. So yeah, we'll see. It's just concrete mixing bucket. I'm gonna go fishing. So this concludes the garden tour. Okay, it's not perfect. It's not done. But these beds are planted. And those buckets need to find new homes that are on purpose. These Calvin and Wonder peas are dying, so you need to harvest those. But these Oregon sugar pods are doing great. So they're getting a little big because I need to harvest. Let's see. We're actually getting decent sized beets even with all the slug damage. Transplanting things out. This is seeded. That has parsnips in the back and then nothing in the front for now. I'm going to transplant stuff and put cover over it, but I think I need to get some more hoops to support the cover. I took some of my seeds from my dragon kale and sprinkled them, left the pods there to see if I would remember that I sprinkled seeds there. Strawberries in a kiddie pool. Very happy, very tasty, and the kitties keep harvesting them. The grass infiltrated this, so I have to weed occasionally. Planted, I think, broccoli, might have been cauliflower, and kohlrabi in here. We'll see. A pepper, a tomato, a nasturtium that was rescued. These are the plants that I tried to salvage from my one box that was going really well before. These spent 2 days in a bucket of water, so they're not the happiest. We'll see. 2 beds that I need to fill with chicken filth and topsoil. This is what this is. So ground cover under bark. Ran out of bark. I have more being delivered on Friday, so this weekend this will get finished and complete. This is a volunteer pine tree that popped up in the driveway that we just stuck here and are growing our own weird little pine tree because we're weirdos. Met us. The pear tree is super happy. Compost. This massive jungle of nonsense. There's a black currant and then tayberries and blackberries. My blackberries are flowering and actually setting fruit already, which is a little bananas, but they're not that tasty, and we're by a river which has really good wild blackberries, so if I want blackberries, there's plenty of opportunity to forage them, and I'm gonna take these out because they're not as good as the wild ones. So yeah, that's just real. Maybe I'll take the leaves and make tea out of them or something when we pull this out. But there is bamboo growing in this patch. So in order to try to eradicate the bamboo, we need to dig out this patch, and that will give us more planting space. The pumpkin and tomato and cucumber bed is very, very happy. So this is the bed my daughter and I built and had a carpentry day. And so yeah, that's all going well. The cucumbers are stunted because they're back there in the shade of the squash. I did not expect the squash to do this well. I expected the cucumbers to kick their butt and get up faster, but they did not do that. Which makes me a little sad because I'm worried we're not going to get cucumbers. So I planted some more over there. Yeah. This is the one bed that I was like, I have Brussels sprouts in it and a tomato and some beans and Brussels sprouts from last year that I let go to seed. What's up, slug? The main reason why we did all of this. And there was also some garlic in here. So, like, I let this one, we left this one. So we're either going to build a new bed around this one and try to, like, pull out the grass. But, yeah, just slugs everywhere. So, these are my main pest right now is the slugs and the birds. So, slugs we're gonna try to control. We've been mostly manually picking them off. I don't have gloves on right now, so I'm not gonna do that. This is the mirror image of that, which has tomatoes growing through it. It's working. I transplanted a bunch of random stuff over there. They're not so happy, but I did find 2 sunflowers in the ground out here before while we were laying the ground cover, so I picked them up and transplanted them. They are looking much happier than the parsnips that were in a box that we broke down. And then that is some pineapple weed or wild chamomile from the driveway. And yeah, so it's not finished, but that's a heck of an improvement. And the sun is setting. So, it's getting there. And if you've never seen rhubarb flower, that's my rhubarb flower stalk. And all of those seeds can get harvested and grown as individual rhubarb stalks. So maybe I'll harvest those seeds and plant them in one of the new beds and see if we can just get fresh individual rhubarb stalks for eating later in the year and for next year. Maybe one of those new beds back there will be a rhubarb bed. I don't know. This doesn't really have a plan. We're just adapting and I'm throwing seeds in the ground. So, we'll see. It'll work or it won't. And I think a bird stole a pea and then just dropped it in the middle of the garden. So, or toddlers. Either way. Something smaller than me took this and made it weird. Yeah, thanks for watching.